And now for the December 15th edition of the CKMS Student News.
Hello and welcome to the December 15th edition of CKMS News. I am Willie Mechanic alongside Ellen Oslos Andrews. Work with Church of Chesapeake is hosting Sensitive Santa for autism students.
Meanwhile, the Herald-Dispatch in Huntington wants you to send them some of your best Christmas pictures so they can put them in printed editions of the Herald-Dispatch. We'll be right back after this.
And now for an interview with 7th grade social studies teacher, Mr. Perry.
And welcome back to the CKMS Student News. Now for the weekly teacher interview with Mr. Perry. So, Mr. Perry, when did you know that you wanted to become a history teacher?
When I sat in what is today Miss Steffi / Miss Knopp's room in 8th grade, I fell in love with West Virginia history. And I realized that I either wanted to do something in broadcasting, like I'm helping you all do, or I wanted to be a history professional. And the best way to be a history professional is to teach kids to love history. So that's why I did it.
What is your favorite thing about teaching history?
My favorite thing about being a teacher and teaching history is the relationships I get to make with my students, the little jokes that we have. 180 days a year, we're family, and we remain family for the rest of my life. And so I hope that you all learn something from me, but it's most important that you grow and that you maybe find one little thing in history that you love. That's always my goal.
Why did you want to teach here at CKMS?
This was my home. It's where I grew up. I went to school here just like you guys did. So, I've lived in CK my entire life, and this is the best school in the county. It is the best school imaginable. I love this place, and that's why I always wanted to be here.
What made you come up with the idea to do the CK Student News?
Mr. Davis and I were talking one day because I made a funny video on Facebook, and he said, man, you need to encourage kids to do that. And where I have a background in television production in college, and I was on the radio at Marshall, and I've done football play-by-play on the radio, he said, you'd be perfect for that. So we got the cameras and we got the equipment, and I hope that you all enjoy it because it seems like you do. And I hope that you learn something from it.
How do you think that the news is going so far?
I'm so pumped with the way the news is going. Our Cafe Jana episode had 350 views. There's not even that many students in the school, so that shows that a lot of people were sharing on Facebook and YouTube. We have our fundraiser that got these microphones that now you can hear us rather than it sounding like we're in a tunnel. I'm so excited, and you all do such a great job. I mean, from the producers to my interviewers to my anchors, it makes me very happy, and I hope that people enjoy it as much as we enjoy bringing it to them.
Thank you, Mr. Perry.
All right.
Welcome back to CKMS News, now to Mr. Perry with the weird news.
I don't know if today's weird or depressing. I hope that my wonderful CKMS students grow up with be a little bit tougher, because at the College of Massachusetts Amherst, 19, 20, and 21-year-old college students are so stressed out from life or, I don't know, being college students, that they have enlisted the help of the Care Bears in their college safe spaces. I wish I could laugh after saying that. Back to you, Tristan.
Thank you, Mr. Perry.
Welcome back to the CKMS News. Ethan Null with the Switch Report.
Thank you. Both basketball games at Huntington were canceled the other day because of lack of electricity. Ryan Shazier is out with a major, maybe career-ending injury. The Steelers beat the Ravens this week with Shazier watching at UPMC Hospital in Pittsburgh. The Steelers won 30-31. Dallas crushed the New York Giants this week. Dak Prescott threw for 3 touchdowns TDs that game. The score was 30-10. This week, Marshall plays Colorado State this week in Albuquerque, Mexico, in the Glida, New Mexico Bowl. A recent trade in the MLB, Giancarlo Stanton was traded to the New York Yankees with Aaron Judge and former Reds third baseman Todd Frazier. Also, another trade in the MLB, Marcell Ozuna was traded from the Miami Marlins to the St. Louis Cardinals, but ESPN experts say they need more than Ozuna to become an NL elite. The Seattle Seahawks number 90 defensive lineman got ejected right before the game ended. at Jacksonville. When he was heading to the locker room, Jacksonville fans started throwing ice at him at Quentin Jefferson. Jefferson climbed into the stands but was pulled back down and headed for the locker rooms. The last issue on Today's Sports, Carson Wentz blew his knee out against the LA Rams last game. Wentz dove into the end zone and got hit from both sides of the knee, so he had to be carted off the field in the LA Coliseum.
Thank you to everyone who supports the CKMS News, and Merry Christmas.